Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and welcome to Warrior Friday. We got the light coming in right there. It's amazing. I sat here on purpose because I wanted the green in the background from outside, and then we've got our beautiful meteorite sitting there. So I was very pleasantly surprised when the light was coming in right there. The light always finds me. And that's the way we should all be too, so that the light always finds us. Because when we are the light, we attract the light. Wasn't even going to talk about that, but the light brought it on. So how cool is that? So welcome. The whole purpose of Warrior Friday, if you didn't know, it's just a reminder that we are all warriors. But we are the gentle, loving, nurturing, kind, compassionate, forgiving warriors. We are warriors of the light. We don't necessarily fight with guns and swords and knives. We don't necessarily fight. We are the light. And then when you are the light, the darkness will just fade away. Love that. So today we have a card from the Spirit of the Wheel deck. And we were given by my spirit guides card number 35, which says growth, spirit path of the South, opportunity, acceptance, gateway. And it's got these beautiful horses, and we all know that the meaning of horses in our animal spirit guides is freedom. They're not just standing still. These horses are moving. This is moving forward. They're not going backwards. They're probably not even thinking about yesterday. They're thinking about now. They're living in the present moment. They're probably not even thinking about tomorrow. Think about your dog, your cat. Are they thinking about tomorrow? Are they thinking about the mistakes they made yesterday? No, they don't care. What was, and what is, and what will be. So why do we dwell on it? We need to pay attention to these animals because they've been trying to teach us for a long time. And we're just too smart, too civilized to pay attention to what they're trying to tell us. The trees and the plants try to tell us things too. The trees try to tell us to just be, to be rooted to the earth, to go swaying with the changes. If the wind pushes us this way, we don't try to push into it. We just, okay, all right, I'm going to bend a little bit. We just bend. But as humans, we've been programmed to try to resist. Stop resisting. If there's a change coming, go with the flow. You don't need to know the why. I don't need to know the why. There's times when I'm working on someone and they say, well, why did this happen? Or why, whatever. And there's times when my guides will give me the answer. And then there's times when my guides just say, you know what? It doesn't matter. The why doesn't matter because it brought you to this moment right now. And that's where we need to be, is in this moment. Don't worry about the why. It got you here. So let's see what the book says about card number 35, which 3 + 5 is an 8. Awesome. Today is Friday the 13th, but it's 8/1/2021. Guess what that is? If you guess 8, you're right. So we have an 8 card on an 8 day. Let's see what the book says. 8, abundance, prosperity, live in the moment. All good things are coming to you. But we knew that. Standing at the gateway to a new cycle within your life. You are frozen by the fear of what lies ahead. Now, I didn't read this, so it's interesting that it just is an affirmation of what I was just saying. In the past, you have dealt with some of your fears and began the process of recognizing your own self-worth. Now, a great opportunity for a new beginning awaits you. Bring unity back into your life so you can move beyond your fears and focus on your future goals. You have reached a truly significant stage in your life. I think we can all pretty much agree to that. This is the year of transition, and there are so many changes coming or occurring right now in our lives, in our communities, in our states, in our provinces, in our countries, in the world, in this whole reality. I mean, there's changes not even in this reality, but in other realities. We affect them and they affect us. Prepare yourself by nurturing the growth occurring within you. Remember, the key is you. The key is me. I work on me to make the world a better place. You work on you to make the world a better place. And if we all do that, it's a better place. Start by forgiving yourself. Now, I'm not even going to finish the sentence. Start by forgiving yourself, not just for today, not just for yesterday, but for your whole entire life, for all your lives. Too many times we are holding emotional issues from other lives in this life, which is why we're afraid of water, or why our left leg has so many problems. I've worked on so many people where they have an issue with a leg or an arm or whatever, and it's totally from another life that you dragged into this one because you brought it here to resolve the issue. Okay? It doesn't mean that you have to suffer your whole life. Oh, my leg is never going to heal. Baloney. We can heal ourselves. But we have to deal with that emotional aspect. And not everybody wants to do that. But that's what we need to do. You dragged all that stuff into this reality, into this body, so that you could deal with it. So let's deal with it. Start by forgiving yourself and understanding that all of our experiences make us stronger. And that is so true. All of our experiences make us stronger. Not the good ones, not the happy ones. It's usually the ones that make us the strongest are the ones we consider bad. But they're not really bad. They're just learning opportunities, right? Pain. Guess what? It's a learning opportunity. It's a growth opportunity. When you look at it that way, it doesn't hurt so bad. Growth is about taking responsibility for your life and moving beyond your fears and limitations to a greater sense of self. Think about all the people out there in the world that are not taking responsibility for themselves and their actions. There's a lot of them out there. Or they have excuses. Well, I did this because you... Yeah, no, you did it because of you, not because of somebody else. We need to pay attention to how we respond to situations and people. Gone are the days when we just have this flying, emotional reaction. We don't need to do that. Rein it back in, take a deep breath and go, okay, how should I respond? And then that's how we should respond. Not just flying off the handle. Accepting our innate abilities and our potentials as gifts from Great Spirit helps us realize that our fears are really only attachments to our ego, not our true self. That ego is the one that's been getting us in trouble all these many years. Not just individually, but also collectively, because there's collective egos. Think about the egos in certain groups. There's a lot of things going on right now that it's all about maybe one person's ego, but that's sort of contagious and it affects the entire group. And it's like, oh, well, if they can get away with it, so can I. And this whole ego thing gets people into trouble. And it takes you down into the toilet of darkness and low frequency energies. Ugh, don't go there. Don't go there. If you're in a poop storm, I got to keep this clean. Stay up on top, surf it, be up on top. Don't get dragged down into the bottom. No, that is not a good place to be. Okay, stay up on top. We can then begin to use our talents to be of greater service to the world when we use our gifts. If your gift is to help children, use that gift, because the children need our help right now. The children are our future. And what we have done to them I haven't done it personally, but as a collective, what we have done to our children is unbelievable and abominable. These children are our future. And they're the ones that are going to be taking care of us at some point. How can they take care of us if they're all sick? Because of the things that have been going on the last year and a half. They can't. How can they take care of themselves and each other? They can't. So if you're really good at taking care of children and helping children, please do so. If you are really good at being a birth doula or a death doula, please do that. If you're really good at helping our senior citizens, please do that. If you're good working with the vets, please do that. If you're just good at helping everybody, thank you for doing that, because this is what we need right now. And as I'm talking, I'm getting goosebumps everywhere. Our job is to be kind to each other and to help each other. If there's a storm, we help each other with the trees that have fallen, with the garbage that's strewn all over our neighborhoods. We need to do that every day, not just when there's a storm, but every day. My neighbors right there behind, we don't really talk very much. They have their lives and I have mine. But it's interesting, we have this unspoken thing where who's ever mowing the lawn mows over the line, and I'll mow their boulevard. And sometimes they mow part of mine. And I shovel in the winter. I shovel snow all the way to their driveway. And sometimes they shovel my part of the sidewalk. And it's this unspoken thing. We don't have to say a word. We just do it because we're neighbors. And that's really cool. And that's how we need to be. If somebody needs help, we need to help. If your neighbor is in the hospital and their lawn needs to be mowed, mow their lawn. What's it going to cost you? Not much. But you know what? It's going to make your heart just feel glorious. And we're not doing it to score bonus points with the universe, but we do get them, which is really cool. At least that's the way I look at it. So, be kind to each other. This is the card of growth. We are in this growth period. We've been caterpillars. We are just about ready to emerge our cocoons as butterflies. We're in that last stage of cocoonness. We don't have everything fully developed yet, but we are getting ready, and we know it's just about time to burst out of that cocoon and be that beautiful, amazing butterfly that we were meant to be. We've got this. Growth. Freedom. We are free. If you don't feel like you're free, then bust out of your self-imposed prison. We just talked about this in Pick a Stack on Wednesday. Self-imposed prisons. We put ourselves in them, but we are free. We have the power, we have the authority, we have the ability. The magic is inside of us. It's inside of you and me. Woo! So we've got this. Stop being compliant. Know you're free. And it's just about time to come out of that cocoon and be that butterfly. Okay? I love you guys. I am energized. And I hope you are too. The light, still there. Have a fabulous Warrior Friday and spread love and compassion and kindness everywhere you go. Okay? I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. And I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things because you are worthy and you deserve it all. Mwah!